Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this release video about the broker release that was done on November 29th, 2023. So this is not going to be a big Silicon Valley-like product demonstration, but I wanted to give you a little quick glimpse into some parts that we are releasing today. And we're trying to make this very iterative, so we do little improvements very often to try to capture and build the value quickly in areas where our customers needs it and where we get feedback about the need for it. So we kind of go from being this core system called broker, and then we kind of build new stuff as add-ons or expansion applications. And then we kind of go deeper and deeper into those add-ons as we see the usage increasing and we're getting feedback that you would like more. So it's kind of like being on this road with different branches. So we take another branch, for example, called portfolio management, that we do as an MVP, the first version. And then when customers have started using it, we see that it's appreciated and people want more, then we will actually expand on that add-on to continue to do this branching. And that is a very important thing to actually pay attention to and see in what area will we create value. So we might sit and come up with tons of different ideas, but there's just going to be a very small part of those ideas that actually resonates with customers. And by doing it this way and trying to be very quick, not having a very long roadmap, I don't believe in that sort of stuff at all. I don't believe in deadlines that are sitting long in the future. So instead, it needs to be very flexible. We are a small company and we cannot both be small and slow. We can be small and we need to be quick. And that is how we are structuring our development cycles. So it's very simple, just a list of priorities, and then we act on them very quickly and try to get that value out to our customers. We're not bound by any long-term roadmaps that we need to keep for years and years and years. We reserve that for the big and slow companies. So this is our unique selling point, I would say, to our customers and also obviously for our investors. That's what you get with us. And I think that that is how you actually build a lot of value over time, by being that flexible. I'm going to show you some user interfaces today. And one very interesting thing that I'm thinking a lot about right now is what is the future of user interfaces? You know, we have all this AI stuff coming. I don't really call it AI, I more call it machine learning. But anyway, you need to use the buzzwords. So with OpenAI, for example, where you have this text prompt, which is basically an old console application where you can just write text. And obviously here you just have that the text is very different. You don't need to remember all these different complicated commands. And with the great adaptation that has happened now with the likes of ChatGPT, this really seems like a very, I would say, retro type of user interface that is just more competent and that aligns more to the user. And now when you're also getting a very good voice interface, it's a completely different dimension. So we are thinking a lot about that in our product development. We are obviously including machine learning components, or AI if you wish, and really trying to put these tools to use for our future releases. And everything when it comes to machine learning, the models per se are not valuable without actually the data to train them on. So I think that the domain knowledge that we have within the financial area and how you do financial administration and how you do all that is the value. And that is what we can plug into our models and have all this AI tooling within the system eventually. So I'm looking forward to actually having this self-driving back office system. That would be really, really cool. And I think that no one really that works within back office services sits down in front of their back office administration interface each day and just think this is really, really fun. So a lot of the stuff I think could be done automatically, and instead the back office workers could help and train these models, not to make themselves obsolete at all, but to be able to build a lot more value, make their work more fun, and actually get away from a lot of monotone things that they need to do. So again, I'm going to show you just a few simple highlights, nothing big, but just to do this iterative process more and more frequently now, so you can kind of follow how the system is evolving and what type of things that we are releasing. And you can always go to wiki.huddlestock.com, and there you can navigate to a part called Releases, and there you can see exactly what has been released and when. So please navigate to that site, and now let's go into some demonstrations. So when I've logged on, I can navigate up here to the house, and then I click on Marketplace. Here I can make a search on the ones that I've enabled. So I will write fee. Then you see that we have two add-ons that shows up. One called Fee Manager, which is an app. That is an application that runs on its own within the ecosystem. Then there's another one called Fee Management, which is an add-on, which I can just activate and everything will pop up and be ready for you right away, and just add some functionality within the core. So it is fee management that we have now expanded according to some requests that we've had. So if I navigate to system data and to fee management, then I can go to fee categories. I have a few of them sitting here, one called commission, one called broker fee. And if I go to edit on this one, on the commission, you can see here that I can define the name of it, and then I can set a direction. And up until today, it has only been possible to set the commission for buy and sell simultaneously. But now you actually have a choice. So you can select buy or sell, or buy and sell, which means that you can set different commission types on either the purchases or the sales. You can have a different commission level on that, which you of course can associate to different discount types and a lot of different functionality that is available here. So that is one of the parts. I also have this part here which says type, and if I've selected amount, you can see that I can enter my amount here and there's no other choices basically. But if I change to percentage, you have also two new choices. So if I set, for example, 1% here, I might also want to set a minimum amount and a maximum amount. Because if it's a very large trade, maybe a trade for several million, then I might have a limit on how much fees I'm going to charge on the commission side, which might be 50 kroner or whatever it might be. So here I can then define that minimum and that maximum. So this is also then available through the API. So it makes it possible for our customers to build out our system even more and enter a lot more granularity and flexibility into their event-based fee structures. So we hope this will be very useful and give more possibilities to our customers to do better products for the end customer, which this really is about, to be able to make you as a customer of ours more competitive on the marketplace. All the other functionality is obviously here as well, where you can define, if you wish, what transaction types should be used for the different fees. You can do language settings where you define what it should say in different languages. So all that is configurable just as it has been before. The next thing I want to show you is this about text shells. And if we navigate to system data and then account types, you will see here I have tons of different account types that I can use. And over here you have a column called text shell. If I, for example, open an account here, just a simple holding account, and obviously these account types, I can create new account types just completely ad hoc. So it's very simple to expand on the system without us having to do any coding basically. And you can also access all of this via the API, so you're in full control through your own applications if you wish. So here you will see text shell. Here it says none, and you have currently 2 new types activated on the system. One called capital insurance, which is a shell around an account that can be activated, and it also sets investeringssparkonto, which is called ISK in Sweden, so it's a Swedish text shell. We are introducing more text shells as we go, but previously it also said AF for shares and funds, but in Swedish. So yeah, we screwed up a little bit when we made that functionality from the start, because that wasn't really intuitive, that an account that can hold shares and funds is just a regular account. It doesn't really make sense. So, but in the heat of the battle, that's how it was created. And now we're also going back and changing it. So the default choice is now clearly called none. There's no text shell around that account, which makes a lot more sense. Why should I have it saying AF, for example? And we also changed it so that it doesn't say CI or ISK. It clearly states capital insurance and then the investeringssparkonto, which is a Swedish term, so there's no reason to enter it in English. So we're also going back and fixing functionality, stuff that we have made that we're not that happy with. We're always circling back in areas where we want to improve. And we notice this now then when we are implementing the Aktiesparkonto in Norway. And that's when we started working with this even more as ourselves, and we wasn't really happy with this at all. So then we spent a few minutes to change it, and now it's more intuitive and makes more sense. So everything is kind of based on getting things out there, generating value quickly. Sometimes we screw up and do erroneous things, but we need to go back and fix them, and we're doing that. So I hope this will make the system even more user-friendly. There's the small iterative things that we're doing that makes the difference in the end. So really happy to get these sort of improvements out there. And on the broker side, we are releasing stuff every other week. So it's a very quick release schedule that we have. This was a minor release that we did. There's more things on the back end that is not really shown to the user that we have managed to get out in this release. But we have a lot of cool things coming up and some great product features that we are currently working on. But please continue to follow us on X or on LinkedIn, Facebook, or any other social media, where we're trying to be as transparent as possible to talk about what we're doing and prepare everyone for what's coming. So thank you for viewing this video, and I hope to be coming back to you very shortly again with some really neat stuff to show you. So thank you very much. Have a great day.